Yo, wagwan, welcome back. So today we got an important question: why women lie about body count? This is gonna be a discussion by 8AtTheTable. Now, there's a lot of questions about body count, how important body count is, and what higher body counts mean. We're gonna get right into this discussion, and then I'm gonna drop some of my thoughts on you to really give you a little perspective and to see how my train of thought, along with their train of thought, compares with your train of thought. So, without further ado, let's get right in there.
If I'm gonna be considered a hoe, if I'm truthful about what my real body count is, I'm not really gonna get nowhere. I could get wiped up and here you are talking about it ain't real.
I think it's okay for them to lie about it because there's a lot of hoes that are getting married that they just don't know that they're marrying a hoe.
No,
They just don't know it if they're not being honest with you about it.
If women do hold it down better than men when it comes to hiding their body count, it's because they feel like it lessens their value. And I'm gonna tell y'all women, men will marry an honest woman before a lying woman. And so when it comes to men,
I don't know.
why we look at women,
I don't know. It
with
depends.
high body
It depends.
counts as less valuable is
Honesty
is
versus
because,
body count.
one,
This is the
we
question.
think about it as how many people do I have to share this girl with? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is gonna be my wife, how many people am I really have I shared this girl with too? So if she has 100 body counts, a man might not be like, yo, I don't want to have this girl who had 100 other men. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
up
has
in the
different
guts.
thresholds.
All up in the
Another
guts.
thing is gonna be like, if she has a high body count, why is she either weak-minded in the decision-making skills, or is she just foolish? And that plays a long part with the person that you're dealing with. That's the same thing if I was a guy and I was selling drugs and I kept going back to jail. And you're like, well, why are you keep on making the same mistakes? Or are you just foolish? So like we look at that the same way for women who are just opening their legs for whomever it is. Is it a double standard where a girl could just have sex and not care about a guy? Yeah, you know why it's a double standard? Because for majority, it's unrealistic. Majority of women are not just gonna have sex with a guy and forget about him tomorrow.
I feel like it's not fair to
Feelings.
call a girl foolish for
Right.
believing what a man tells her and having sex
Yeah.
and
No,
having sex
And we're
with
human,
him.
just like you.
It's
so
an over and over process. If you have
Yep.
sex with one time, two times, three
But
times,
we're
if you're
not
at,
dealing with the same person, so how do I know
The
that this
game don't
person's gonna be
change.
on the
Her, all right. As soon as she said, "I feel," I already knew this argument was a wrap. The point this guy's making right here, which is the very sound point, which there's really no argument to that. Cool. He's saying, look, if a guy told you and he sold you a dream one, two, a few times, right? And you fell for it, understandable, right? We get that. You know, maybe you were young, maybe you were foolish, maybe you just, fell in love and that was your thing and blah, 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 blah. All those variables. But now the question is, if you caught up to 100, and 100 is just like a hypothetical number, but trust me, this world is crazy. You will see girls with those types of numbers. Trust me, I've seen it myself. But the point he's making is like, if you've got up to that high number and you're making the excuse that, oh, maybe they just sold them a dream, how do you get sold a dream 100 times and not realize, oh, stupid me. I made the same. This is number 99. This is same mistake number 99. Should I make the same decision again? No. It's a foolish mentality, which is what he's saying. If you don't catch on to the pattern that just says, yo, you're lacking some level of awareness, and it just does not make you a smart, logical partner to be with. Is that train of thought not reasonable? Come on.
the same shit
Because
that
the
this
game-
person was
the
on?
game don't
Who am I
change.
supposed to
Okay,
believe?
but
Or am I
this
not
is-
supposed to believe anyone?
But this is the man's side though. if you have to think about that and you keep getting fooled, as a man, I don't want to deal with that, because when you walk out this door away from me, I don't know where your mind is going. You can get fooled with any fucking thing. If you keep getting fooled out your fucking pussy, they can take everything.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
Facts.
Yeah, I have some guy friends that know about my wholeness because like it's the boys and like, I can open up to them and they open up to me, and I know about like the games that they play. But I think for me, like, I be playing the game back. Like, you think I like you, but I really don't. I'm just trying to get and keep it moving. And that is different than, yes, I agree. You shouldn't believe everything a man says to you. You should get, in touch with the game. But not every woman is like that. Some women just want to be open and sexual, and that's okay. It's their body. If you don't want to be with them, then don't. They'll be with someone.
But then
Right.
don't lie
Some
about
people-
it.
Yep.
Some people actually.
Yep. Why
some
lie
women
about it then?
actually
Come on now.
enjoy
If
their
if you're so
sexuality.
open
they
with it.
enjoy, like having a good time just like men do. I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm not saying that that's my story. What I'm saying is some women actually like to go out, have a good time, and think, you know what, I'm in the moment, I'm feeling this, the situation or this person or whatever, and they just might want to have sex. Why is it such a big deal? Like, you know how you feel when you do it, so why is it such a big
But it's
big deal
not
when a woman
Jada.
does-
It's the continual what we're talking
Continue,
about.
like, doing
it's
it
the continual
constantly.
process,
Yep.
as if either you don't know that they're gaming you, or if it's okay.
But what if you don't care about the
If
game?
it's truly okay, then why are we hiding it? That's
I
all
agree
that I'm
with that,
saying.
Yep.
yes.
If it's just truly, if we're gonna delve into it, if it's truly okay, you don't have to not tell your friends.
But men
Yeah.
are hiding it.
It don't. This is not what we're talking about. Though. We're
Okay.
talking about body count and why women don't say. We
Yep.
already said men get off the hook because if we know Rico gets a lot of pussy, Rico walks out here, he's the motherfucking man. If you get a lot of dick, you walk out and be like, yo, this bitch is a hoe. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So boom. So no, to the
Majority.
when I speak on this thing, I'm not speaking on my personal views. I don't have no problem with whores, just so y'all know. Okay?
But there you go.
I'm not biased. I'm not biased to whores.
I mean,
or whatever we-
I think they fit somewhere in the ecosystem, right? They have, some utility, but then again, not everything is a long-term utility. You gotta understand that. So, love him all you want, kudos to that guy. Love him all you want, but at the same time, keep in mind some things, are designed or train themselves to be for short-term utilities. And then some things are trained for long-term utilities. And they all fit in the ecosystem. The ecosystem is both short-term and long-term. But you got to figure out, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Talking about that we want to classify men. I'm cool with everybody, okay? So we're just talking about on the grand scheme of things of how men think. I have somebody, right? But when I didn't have somebody, this is how I would be looking at other women doing the same thing. Being that I've been in the music business for so long, I've seen all of these type of transitions of women dating other people's men and blah, and trying to hide the whole body count.
I don't think they're doing that as
But
much as anymore.
But you have to do it. I'm telling you, because as a man.
But you have people that are in the industry that literally hop from rapper to rapper to rapper, and they love it. It's like, oh, she gotta be that bitch because she gotta be because, and then they continue to do certain things for her. I'm not saying that for everyone, but I'm just trying to get
It's
a
fun, but
perspective.
it's a period of time. That's fun. That's like you just tricking on a hoe. I got a pretty hoe with me
But they
instead of
act
paying
like they're
for.
literally wifing them and
Yeah,
buying
they act
them
like
this,
that. They
like
on
Lamborghini
ecstasy, they
trips.
doing drugs, we on liquor, it's euphoria, we at the beach, we having great fucking time, we fucking menaging. Yeah, I'm gonna act like I like you if you would have paid attention
But
to
they're
when I was
getting
on last
married
time.
to some of these people. I'm not gonna name drop, but of course, obviously,
It
people
don't
are
last.
getting
I
married
seen a
to
couple of these
people.
hoes getting married. I seen them. I know their names too. They don't last.
All right, we got to be realistic right here, right? Now the thing is, when it comes to things like the whole celebrity culture and the whole mindset behind that, a lot of girls will bring up the whole idea of like, yeah, if this celebrity does it, or like these rappers do it, and these, but you got people, they don't understand that the life these rappers and celebrities live is a completely different lifestyle than how more normal people live, They have a lot of attention, a lot of wealth, a lot of all this extra stuff that most people don't have. So the whole dynamic that they're running with is going to be completely different. So it's not in the same level of comparison. Yeah, these rappers may do all that stuff for like these girls, but first of all, if you're saying they're buying them all this stuff, these rappers have money to blow on a lot of bullshit compared to the normal guy, right? So that is maybe even a drop in the bucket for them. Second, most of those girls that she was referring to, those girls are not long-term partners. You don't see these rappers wifing up girls that have been passed around forever. They may hit them up, come through, spend a week, spend a month, whatever. I don't know, whatever they do. But you never see them wifing these girls up. There's no merit in that. There's really no merit in that.
Okay. It's only 2 or 3 of them. It's 3,000 hoes out there, and 3 is getting married. So you're talking about 0.001%.
But do you think it's okay for them?
They're not wifing them.
But do you think it's okay for them to lie about it? Because there's a lot of hoes that are getting married that they just don't know that they're marrying a hoe.
No,
they just don't know it. If they're not being honest with you about their body count, then they're not being honest.
But that's our point.
Y'all talking about a lot of hoes and
whether you know or not know. So it's important to hide it.
Yeah, what is
y'all keep saying hoes and whores.
You got a hot body. We're talking about body count. A body count is
so are you guys considering these hoes and whores the girls with the high body counts? Because I can tell you right there, that's why they don't say shit. Right. Because why? Okay.
So that's the whole argument. That's the whole point.
And you don't know that they're whores.
No, yeah, because if I'm gonna be considered a hoe, if I'm truthful about what my real body count is, I'm not really gonna get nowhere. I could get wiped up and here you are talking about it ain't real. They gonna break up in 2 years. That's a hoe. He ain't really wife her. They get married all the time.
If I'm marrying you, right? When I talk to you,
she just looks like a walking red flag.
I told my wife, I told her every fucking day. Okay? There was no holding nothing back. The very first week she met me.
So you didn't take to the grave.
Yo, a nigga, no, I told my wife because I'm committing to her. I'm not telling my boys and all the rest of that type of shit. Now, if niggas is there, cool, that's a whole nother topic. I told my wife, right? A very next week, a dude came in and said, yo, don't fuck with him. He turns bitches out. He does this. He spend money. He does all this wild shit. And she said, he told me. It was nothing a man could say from that point. So if you want to be real with your nigga, you would want to tell him, yo, my body count, I made mistakes, nigga. I went through a whole phase in 12th grade. I did this and I did that, because if you run into a motherfucker to leave, the last thing you want a man to do is be in love with you. And Rico says she's a fucking whore. It'll break your whole shit down. And all you had to do was tell him or put your dick on that same line that you want him to put it on and say, like, yo, this is what I did. Take me or don't take me. We will respect that, but you will lose a couple of niggas behind it.
Let me give you a situation.
Okay. Say
I told my partner I have 10 bodies. Could be the truth, could be a lie.
Whatever.
No, you only have 2 bodies.
Some guy comes, tells them otherwise. Yo, this happened last month, blah, blah, blah. Maybe not last month. Let's say last year. I'm not a hoe.
I got you.
Last year, blah, blah, blah. I don't find no reason that my partner could come back to me and be like, so you didn't tell me about this? Because I told you I had 10 bodies. Now, did I give you a story for every single one?
No, I'm not looking for that.
But actually, that kind of doesn't. It matters because if you got train ran
with 3 niggas, exactly.
Definitely, you're done up.
But that occurs within girls' first 3 times. Shit happens.
But this is the problem, and this is what we're trying to say, right? Like, you know why or how it couldn't have been a problem is if you told him before y'all started dating.
Be straightforward.
Listen, I have 10 bodies, 2 of them was in the same time.
Yeah, but
and you give him.
But you worried about.
No, first of all, I would never ever let 2 guys hit at the same time. I think that is not okay. But if you are a woman that
no judgment zone, by the way.
I'm sorry, for me, the way I roll. But if I do have friends that, are into that, and they're with people who like to hook up with other people at the same time. So they found their match. They found someone who matched them on that sexual level.
Yep.
You know how they did that?
They had to be honest about it.
Speak about it.
So let me just say, since you guys, you know, wanted to come for me earlier, I told my boyfriend I had a whole phase at the age of 18 and 19. He told me he also had his whole phase when he did it. We don't need to get into detail about it, but I must say, I come from, you know, a smaller town. He's from Queens. So I think it's different where if you guys grew up in the same town or in the same place and you guys still hang out with your friends from high school and she's lying on her body count and you guys are at a party and she had sex with like 3, 4, 5 different guys in the room and she never said anything, then I think that's disrespectful, because I will never bring my man now in a room with guys that I know would be there that I hooked up with, because I don't even want to put myself in that situation. So
can I just wanted to say something before I lost it. And this is no judgment to you, by the way.
Okay,
I swear.
wouldn't even be offended.
Back in the day, we had a rule. We never trust out-of-town girls. Because out-of-town girls will be doing crazy shit in their town.
Yep.
And then they try to come into our town wholesome.
Yep.
And we used to be like, and we all, as a young man, we all bit the bait and say, yo, I got her. She's from such and such. Until you meet such and such from such and such.
And then be like, she's going to town.
Exactly. So like, but
Yeah.
I seen.
You're speaking real facts.
Where's the small town that you're from, by the way?
No, but I don't think that would be the case with me, but I'm just saying, like, you have to, out of town, I definitely understand, because that's how we would feel when we were at high school parties and a guy would bring, you know, an out of town girl. We would be like, that girl's definitely a hoe. And then we would find out that she is. But you're grown, like, you're grown.
Yo,
like,
I want to like say addition to that. In these times, right, with the whole social media ecosystem, the whole internet ecosystem, that is gonna be harder to like make a change. It's still very possible, but like if you're putting your business on the internet, especially like these girls, they're putting like obviously the OF and all that stuff, right? That's gonna be harder to get rid of. So now anybody, literally anybody, can look at the internet, boop, 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 who is this person? And find out all your videos, all your information, everything about you before they even say yes or no to whether they want to hang out with you or not. It's all out there. So these girls are going to have a hard time, especially the more out there girls, I mean. If this girl's already a low-key girl, but she's still, like, you know, doing her thing out there and, you know, like, she's getting a reputation in a city and she moves, maybe, like, you know, but there's still, like, obviously that whole situation was like, yeah, this whole out-of-town girl, it's like, it's a little sketchy. But if you're one of the more out there girls and you put all this content on the internet and you gather a reputation for yourself, it's going to be hard. It's going to be extremely hard to get rid of that reputation, even when you move to another city or another state, another country. It's going to be extremely difficult. So you got to, like, girls especially, you got to keep those things in mind before they decide they want to. These girls just want to do OF and just all these sites and shit like that. Just, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Has, like, you know, the same way that I hooked up with someone when I was 18, 19 years old is not even the same way that, like, I probably wouldn't even hook up with you at this point in my life. So it's like, why are you going to be worried about?
But it's not about that. What it is like, it's more so like for a man, we just want to know what we have. Like, just respect that. And my thing is, I don't like, is like when I try to tell, like, all us men try to tell women what we're looking for, and y'all try to debate with us on what we looking for. All we want is for you to be honest. If you had a whole phase at 18 or 19 and we're 25, Fuck that 18, 19-year-old shit.
Exactly.
We're good.
But leave it up to
Exactly.
me to
But
make
yeah.
the decision. Don't con me or lie or
Yep.
front about this whole body count, knowing you already coming into the relationship lying.
Yeah, but I think
If you're gonna lie about
I
it, let's
agree.
not talk about
Yeah.
it. If you with a man and you talking about let's not
we
go
gotta
there.
we gotta talk about it, bro. Cause
Yeah.
But what are you
bringing
gonna
it
talk
up.
about it for? Let me ask you a question. What are you gonna bring it up for if all three of them just said they gonna lie?
nah,
I didn't say that.
but-
Oh, man, excuse me.
You
I'm
kinda-
talking about my ladies because I know this is.
My bad. I
This is
should have
like,
put you
I
in there.
don't give a fuck.
You know what girls
did
do,
it.
but I ain't lying. I ain't got
Do you
nothing
think
to lie
girls
about.
lie about their body count though on some real shit?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All the time.
So my
You heard what J. Cole said. If she give you a number, you gotta multiply by 3. By 3. That's a large multiple. If you 3x your money, you made a lot of money. You 3x your bodies, oh, that's a lot of bodies. So, this is very important. This is very important. I personally am more in for like the upfront and honest approach, especially like if a woman is looking to a guy specifically for a relationship. I would suggest the more upfront and honest approach, but she also has to be willing to understand that that guy may not accept certain answers. So I get why women lie, but if it's for longevity purposes and for like the sustainability, in case certain things like this come back up again in the future, you want that full previous accountability to say, okay, I already cleared the air, I already told everything, so nothing from then can really affect this future because I've kind of aired it out and let the honesty prevail. So, the lying of the bodies, lying on your bodies. Sheesh. Trust me, like I know like women definitely lie about their body count. And I get it. I understand why they lie. Because the guys they may want may not want girls with those types of bodies, those numbers. Most guys, and I'm gonna be honest, most guys don't want to hear about these numbers, right? Most guys don't want to hear about these numbers. I've heard some numbers in my time, and let me tell you, I'm not one to get nauseous, but trust me, I'm ready to let all my breakfast and my lunch go that day. Trust me. But you do have to have that level of openness and honesty to understand if that person can be accepting of that. But there is the whole dynamic of like, yes, the more bodies she has, yeah, we don't want to really deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like from a guy's perspective and in general.
Oh yeah,
So my
like
question to Rico is,
Now they gonna be hoes and whores.
yeah, exactly.
so why you asking Rico?
The way I would ask, because I don't ask for body count, I ask a very specific question.
What's that?
It's 2 parts. Did you have a whole phase, and did it consist of any threesomes with 2 males?
No and no is what she gonna
no,
say.
no, and
then
it
we're
could
cool.
be true.
And she's lying.
And it's true.
If she's
She's lying.
If she's lying.
I'm giving an example.
He's being real.
I'm giving an example.
He's being real.
If
This
he
is
was
how he's made to be the
talking-
bully on set. Because why does it always have to be some negative connotation?
Yeah, like she's lying.
Like with a female,
I'm
why does she
giving-
have to be
No,
lying?
he's giving a
about
realistic
how-
like
because you know
example,
that
a
is
diagram
everywhere.
of
I'm
like
just
what
giving
may
him
be
the
happening.
alternative because he thinks that they're telling the truth. So
Nah.
I'm saying, why you asking?
No.
That they have the ability to lie,
the
boss
thing-
lady.
I'm getting
Yeah, that's
Trying to get
assuming
married.
that they tell the truth.
So to answer your question, it's not about me asking, right, to get the truth.
Okay.
It's me giving you an opportunity to
tell
tell me the truth.
But how do you know what the truth is? You're just gonna gauge it.
No, what I'm saying is that I'll log it in my mental book, and then 5 years down the line, be like, hey, bro, you know we ran train on the girl back in the day. In my mind, this bitch lied to me. I gave her an opportunity to tell me about it, If she
Yeah,
didn't
but
tell me
5
about
years
it,
is
if
a
I
long
never
time,
found out
my
about it,
guy.
then it's
A
cool.
lot
But
can
Did you just have
happen
the
in
best
5
years of
years.
your life with her, or no?
I don't give a fuck how many years I have.
Yeah,
with
I
her.
don't
Like,
give a
it's
fuck.
over.
When do you
I
ask
don't
her
give
this
a
question? What
fuck.
part of the dating stage do you ask her, hey, did two guys like
When I decide
fuck
that
at the
I
same time?
really like her, is
Wait.
when I start asking
Okay,
questions.
but
that
then
I-
that's a selfish decision because what if then you ask her and she's like, I did because she likes you too and she wants to be honest with you and then
You're
I'm not
disqualified. I
naive.
mean, it depends on the
I'm
guy,
the
honestly.
point guard in the game.
But generally,
right?
it's
So
like
I'm saying that to
you
say,
get to
I got
decide
Landis
if you can
playing
accept
Go
that
ahead,
or not.
man,
But
'cause I
usually,
got your ass.
you're disqualified.
So I'm not naive in this game. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. So when I decide that I like you, it's because I know you already decided that you really like me. You know what I'm saying? So once I know that, then I'm like, all right, cool. Then I give you a chance to start really
and she
opening
says
up.
yes, she did.
All right, so then that is up to me. If I really like her, then I'm like, all right, cool, we're gonna move forward. If I don't like her that much,
No, you're not.
So when you meet this perfect girl that's not gonna lie to you, are you gonna tell her?
why are we talking about perfect?
Are you gonna, when you meet this girl that doesn't tell you any lies and is gonna tell you how much her body count is, are you gonna tell her that you've been loving eating pussy and fucking raw bitches?
Yes,
for the past
it's
since you were
on.
two?
It's already. Oh, first of all, let me tell you something.
for you.
Let me tell you something. First and foremost,
You've been fucking and fucking and
Yeah,
fucking.
I've been
raw,
fucking raw, eating.
body beautiful, the lick asshole. Yep.
look,
Yo, this nigga's a demon. This nigga is a demon. Yo, this nigga did the finger licking. That's crazy. Yo, this man's a savage.
If she judges you, if you really want this girl, if she judges you and says, I don't want to fuck with you, how you gonna feel?
Exactly.
I don't
It's your
care.
decision.
Okay, then cool. All right.
She'll be cool with everything. Probably
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, let me go for a second. Let me answer your question, right?
She'll be cool with
I'm
everything.
100% honest with every female that I ever really, really fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I fuck you on some one night stand, I don't really owe you no honesty. But like, I'm talking about, like, if I'm fucking with you and we're trying to build somewhere, and she asked me, first of all, girls already know not to ask me what's my body count. The first thing I'm gonna tell is I don't know, and I don't think you want to have that conversation. And then that should allow her to understand.
So in conclusion, it's okay for guys to be hoes and it's not okay for women to be thotty. All
We
right.
didn't say that.
Yeah, we already did. We already did. It's a double
We're
standard.
talking about
They
how
didn't say
it is
that,
a double
but
standard.
I
That
say
was your
that.
segment of 8 at the table.
So guys, to wrap up today's topic, I feel like females, we hold it down and we take bodies to the grave better than men.
Yeah, I mean that's facts.
That's only
Period.
because it lessens your value.
And it's only
Yep.
because they think that because they're women themselves.
I despise this absolutely word, but what I'm gonna say is, if women do hold it down better than men when it comes to hiding their body count, it's because they feel like it lessens their value. And I'm gonna tell y'all women, men will marry an honest woman before a lying woman.
Yo, all right. So we gonna end it right there. Based on what he said at the end, would you marry? Like, this is a hypothetical question, but I want you guys to like give your opinions, right? Would you marry an honest woman with 100 bodies? That she tells you, okay, honestly, I have 100 bodies. Or would you marry a woman that you know lies to you? You know she lied to you, but she told you she only had 5. This is a tough question, guys. It's a tough question. So, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, leave your thoughts down below, and as always, remember to stay official. Peace.